right, so here's our testing facility. This is our church, and you know, we got a really big parking lot and a bunch of oak trees. So yeah, they drop leaves everywhere during the fall. So yep, we're gonna get this thing fired up. This thing is extremely powerful. So show you that. We're gonna get this thing fired up and blow all the leaves into one pile, and then we'll test these. We'll test the Sthil BR800X versus the Sthil BG55. And yes, I know it's not a fair comparison at all, but really I'm doing this kind of for the money too, because like this thing, I'll put up how much it cost on the screen, but I'm pretty sure this thing's like $800 or something, and this one's like 150 or something. So kind of a test, you know, do you actually need the biggest blower, or can you get by with the smallest blower? So yep, thank you for watching. Usually this thing starts up first pull. I don't exactly know how old this thing is, but it's absolutely great. It don't matter, you can sit for the whole entire summer and start at first pull. So it probably won't now, but let's see how it does. So I got the leaves kind of all pushed up against that cross tie. Usually I would do it with that blower, but yeah, we'll test this out now. All right, we'll go ahead and start this thing up, see how it starts. I hadn't been around this blower enough to know how predictable it is. All right, go ahead and turn it on choke. See, we'll prime it. We'll see how it starts. Like I said, I don't know. Number one, they're cold. They haven't been started in a little bit, and this blower's brand new, so I don't know really how predictable it is. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna start up the little blower now. Now, you know, I've had this thing for a little bit, so it should start third or fourth pull. I'm going fourth, but usually third or fourth pull, so we'll see how it does. I tell you, for as small as this thing is, I mean, it's the smallest leaf blower Stihl makes. This thing's actually pretty powerful for what it is. Don't get me wrong. It don't have a lot of power, but for what it is, how much it costs, and how small it is, it's actually really nice. Now, I mean, obviously, no comparison to the 800. Okay, so we have like a little house down here. There's a driveway to it, and as you can tell, just a bunch of trees over it. So, you know, it always gets covered with leaves, as you can see. So I'm not gonna do time or anything, you know, I'm not gonna time it. You can kind of judge just kind of by yourself. But we're gonna see, we'll do like half of it with the 800 and half of it with the 55. And yeah, that'll just kind of show you, if you got a bunch of leaves, like if you got a driveway with a bunch of trees and stuff, this is kind of a good representation of that, I guess you'd say. All right, so you can tell it's 800. I mean, this thing, that's the first time I've ever blew some like really thick leaves with it. So that's pretty impressive, really. That thing's stout. You can go at just a good walking speed and not stop, and it's just, I mean, just wish these leaves ain't wet or nothing. It hadn't rained. Wet leaves would really slow it down a little bit. But yeah, it's a very stout leaf blower. But yeah, now we'll see the little 55. I mean, like I said, not a fair comparison, but we'll see if the 55 can keep the leaves going pretty good. But yeah, that 800, that thing is, if you own like a business or something, just go ahead and get the 800. It's a very nice leaf blower. Okay, so as you can tell, the 55 is a lot slower, but for 55, for as much as it costs, I'm pretty sure it's like 150 bucks. It ain't a whole lot, you know, for a leaf blower. For 150 bucks, that ain't terrible, really. I mean, that's a pretty big area. Now, again, the 800, a lot more powerful, but you know, it should be. Do a sound test now between the two. I mean, I'm going to tell you, this one's louder than this one, but you know, especially if you live in like kind of a small area, don't have like a lot of land or something, don't want to make your neighbors mad. The 55 is pretty quiet too. I know, because I've operated the 55 for a little bit. I know that you can blow leaves without headphones on it, not hurt your ears, whereas this thing, pretty loud. So yeah, we'll do a little sound comparison now. Okay, so I downloaded this sound decimal app. Now, I have no idea how accurate this is, but you know, pretty much the best I got. So I think you just set it like right next to my phone, but yeah, we'll go and crank this thing up and see. Now obviously, you know, it's gonna pick up cars in the background and the trees and stuff, but the maximum decimal whatever should be, you know, how loud the leaf blower is. So we'll go ahead and crank it up and try it. Okay, the other app turned out not working good. It would always stop at 88 decimals, but I downloaded another one now, and I know it goes up to 100 when I yell, so we'll see what this leaf blower will do. so there's the decimals of the BG55. It was, you know, 95, 96 decimals. Now, I don't know a lot about sound, but I can tell you, I can sit, well, right there doing the test, I could sit there without headphones. And I mean, it was loud, but it wasn't like, you know, killing my ears. So, yep, 95, 96 decimals, somewhere around there. But now we'll do, I can tell you it's more, but we're going to do the 800 now. All right, so there's the 800 decimals. Y'all saw, I think the max that y'all saw was like 100 decimals, but I held it closer, you know, I held the phone, you know, about like right here next to it, and it got to, I think, 104 decimals. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Does mean a lot to me. Hope you enjoyed it. Just kind of unusual. You know, I never really do this. I mean, I usually ride dirt bikes or fish or hunt or something like that. But I just figured, you know, be a good little video here. So I hope it helped you out, you know, seeing what you wanted to buy. But yeah, my final conclusion would be, if you're a homeowner, you don't have a ton of land, don't get the 800 just because of the price. That's the only reason. The 55's all right. Now there's leaf blowers in between. You got, like, you know, things like 350, stuff like that. So there's leaf blowers in between. But don't get the 800. Get something kind of smaller. But if you have a decent amount of land, or if you have a small amount of land with just a bunch of trees, which is kind of how we are, get the 800. I mean, this leaf pile right here that really is what got me on that 800. Like, that thing, that thing's stout. And if you own a business, get the 800. Just go all the way. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.